support law enforcement, and I support first responders. As it was mentioned previously, we are a nation of laws, and that serves in operating as a constitutional republic, and I wish for my country to remain so. If you look back, since we're getting close to September, 9/11, we actually learned quite a bit from that horrendous event. And one of the things we learned is that the different departments didn't actually work together or collaborate very well for such an ugly emergency. So when you think about it, ICE is essentially the conduit that works with local enforcement. So it is important that we have ICE. It is important that we support ICE. It is important that we remain a nation of laws, meaning come here legally, okay. There was some mention about street vendors. I understand that's a state law, but here's a cause of concern. It's not very helpful to the community to see this sort of activity in the neighborhoods. First of all, local businesses lose out. I think local neighborhoods, it's not a very nice enhancement to the local neighborhood, and if I had my way, that law was a stupid law. But like I said, I'm here to say I support ICE and the work that they do, and I also want to say thank you for responding to my email last time. I did have some nice conversations, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Lori. Our next speaker is John Willis.
Good evening. I don't know if anyone here has considered this SB 54, the Lack of Values Act is what I call it. It puts this state in direct rebellion with the federal government. Not any different than the Confederate States were during the Civil War and before. It's not civil law, it's in court right now. Now, I'm not going to sit here and ask you to send your police out as like stormtroopers and kick soccer moms' doors in. But if someone has a deportation order or some kind of ICE hold, your police ought to be able to snatch them up and hold them and call ICE. It's ridiculous. If I had a warrant, failure to appear or whatever, if I got pulled over, the police would definitely hold me for whoever I had to answer to pay my fine or go to appear the judge that issued the failure to appear. But for some reason, this group, they call them undocumented immigrants. There is actually no such term. The correct term is illegal aliens. They are here illegally. At best, they've snuck into this country like burglars. At worst, they've come in here, they've signed an agreement with the government to follow through with the orders that were given to them, and they just discounted this order, just like reneging on any kind of contract. But for some reason, we're supposed to give them an extra set of raw rules and dispensations, like, oh, just let them go because they're immigrants. They're not immigrants, they're illegal aliens. Now, my daughter-in-law, my favorite daughter-in-law, is Mexican. I love her, I love my granddaughters. I have a 5-year-old daughter. Her mother is from Sinaloa. My best friend right here, Mr. Rodriguez, his father immigrated here legally from Mexico. His father, during World War II, volunteered to join the army and guess where they sent him? To fight the Nazis. Now, we have a man that last week, 2 weeks ago actually, a Ukrainian immigrant. He's a drunken fool, bunch of DUIs, blah, blah, blah. He had a deportation order. He was from the Ukraine. He's as white as a sheet. It has nothing to do with race or ethnicity. He should have been kicked out. He should have been grabbed up. There was numerous possibilities for him to get kicked out of this country, deported. And now he's murdered 7 people. 7 veterans, I might add, just out there enjoying a leisurely afternoon, riding their motorcycles with their wives and girlfriends and friends. Stop the madness, follow the laws, treat everyone fairly. Don't give another group a special set of hand-me-ups. It's ridiculous and I'm getting really tired of it. But let's get on the right side of the issue. We do have federal immigration laws, and some people fought really hard to come here and follow the rules. Don't discount their hard work. Thank you.